I can't believe people are actually voting for the Aldmeri Dominion. Come on, guys. High King Emmerich all the way. What's going on, YouTube? We're inside the Infinite Archive, inside of Apocrypha, to go over our first of two Tuesday vendors. This is right where he is. Don't get confused by the silly goose up here. And also, because you watched the Jakeclips video, here's some free tips. You can pick up these coins off the table here. So you get yourself a little bit of chump change just for showing up and going to file a rule. And as always, he's going to give us two antiquity leads. These ones are pretty unique because the first one gives us access to a shipbuilder's crafting station. However, you can actually get this just by doing group event bosses inside of the Ghost Haven Bay public dungeons inside of High Isle. There's going to be tons of people there during the upcoming High Isle event, so you probably don't need to really worry about purchasing this one. Now, this next one becomes a bit of a sticky wicket because it's the weighted spiked bridge. Now, this gives you access to Death Dealer's Feet, probably one of the most popular mythics in the game, but it comes from rewards of the worthy through the mail system. As PvP rewards, you just have to get a bunch of alliance points, then boom, you get rewards of the worthy. I think it's about 25,000 alliance points before you get your next rewards of the worthy. And it's a bit weird because you may want to have this mythic before you go into PvP, especially if you're like Jake. I know the sorcerers are absolutely busted. Well, this is one of the mythics that sorcerers use to be busted. So this is one that I definitely think if you're a PvEer trying to pivot to PvP content, maybe you want to buy this one because for 5,000 Archival Fortunes, if you're a PvEer, you probably already have that much money to spend. But that's the discussion I would have with myself because overall, Death Dealer's Feet is probably, if not one of the best PvP mythics in the game currently. If you've never seen it before, I will show it to you. Basically, while you're in combat, every 2 seconds you're in combat, up to a stack of 30, you will increase your total stamina, health, and magicka by 88, which is just overall great because a lot of times you need health, stamina, and magicka in any sort of PvP situation. Next up is Grothdar. Now, Grothdar is unique because it looks like a very Halloween-esque mask. Unfortunately, Halloween is over. It's time for Christmas. And there's actually no listings of this. So you would buy this bound for 15,000 Archival Fortunes. Lots of people love to do that. That way they don't have to wait for it to be highlighted or wait to get it from another source. So overall, a lot of you guys like to buy this for 15,000. It is a big investment of Archival Fortunes if you don't farm the Infinite Archive. So just keep that in mind, but there's no listings of it right now. Next up is the Reach. Now, the Reach treasure maps are a bit of a sticky wicket if you want to try to make some gold because you can get access to the Ancestral Reach style, which still sells for some decent money. And the sets from the Overland Zone are okay, but they're really nothing that's going to write home about. I would say the Reach treasure maps are probably just below if you wanted to buy the provisioning satchels from the traditional non-rotational vendor. They're probably a little bit better on Xbox than they are on PC because provisioning materials are worth significantly more on PC than Xbox. So it's a bit of a up in the air. I would say it probably just falls short of the value needed to be better than the provisioning satchels on Xbox, but it's a conversation if you want to try to get those motifs. It's a decent investment if you want to try to. Or a lot of people are going to be farming the Reach treasure maps. A lot of people are going to be selling them as well, so you might be able to buy them with some gold as well. Then we have Companion Light Armor, so if you wanted to try to roll for a healer, you certainly could try to do so with this Companion Armor. It's a bit of a, I don't know if I would. I think light armor is probably not as necessary as people think for a companion. I think that there's just better stuff to do. I mean, a healer companion is certainly okay, but I think if you're going to get a healer, you might as well just go full balls to the wall, make a tank like most people do. That's up to you. And we have our hero deck fragment. This one comes from a public dungeon, so you could just farm this through the public dungeon in the Westwell. Then we have our two beautiful lore books, which I can't skip or everybody will unsubscribe. Here they are. Next up is Brutality, Sorcery, Uncertainty, Pull, and War Mage's Defense. Now, there's quite a lot to unpack here. I would say the best one of these is probably War Mage's Defense. Maybe Pull, depending on the type of content that you're doing. If you're tanking support, Pull is definitely a good one to have. But Archival Fortunes is just such a... I really don't like utilizing those to get my scripts. We're going to go to the second grip vendor here where you can buy them with gold. where I think it's a much better value. But if you're desperate for War Mage's defense, you will be able to purchase it here. Next up, we have a fragment that drops from the Infinite Archive, which gives you access to the Infinite Body Art. And then we have our Sigic Globe, which try to say out loud while you're watching this video very fast, and you will realize that it's pretty difficult. It drops from Public Dungeon, though, so don't buy it. Or if you do buy it with gold and a guild trader. And to round us off, we're inside the Scholarium, inside of Ivea, to go over our Chronicler vendor. Now, you can find him right over here in the right side corner, and you're going to be able to talk to him. These grimoires are always fixed. However, the items here rotate. You can get Courage, Taunt, Class Mastery if you have the achievement for it, and Fencer's Parry. Now, of all of these, Taunt, I would say, is probably your go-to. Being able to add Taunt to skills throughout the future is just overall going to be very helpful. I would say none of these are essential, though. I think Courage is pretty good. A lot of Infinite Archive people will run this on one of their scripts, on their main build. But the majority of these, it's not that you have to run out and get this. Fencer's Parry definitely has some utilization, but it's not essential by any means. But, you know, for just a handful of 1,000 gold, it's probably worth it if you're not actively farming. If you don't actively farm daily quests, I would grab these, pretty much all of them, all the time. If you're investing your time into other things, totally fine. A lot of people like to PvP. You're probably going to generate a lot of gold while PvPing, but you're probably not going to do a lot of quests that give you all the scripts. Therefore, if you want to buy them to fill in the gaps, that is a great use of your time. And everyone, thank you guys so much again for watching. And next week, we will have the brand new, also Tuesday rotational Telvar vendor, which will be fantastic to include them as well. And also later today, I will be updating the graphic for the winners for the giveaway drawings for last month. The hidden word that everybody was able to easily find, because I meant to put it on one video and I forgot, and then I put it on the next one at the end of the month. Right at the very beginning for everybody was the word khaki. So if you found and commented that first, you were the winner. And as always, if you want to enter the other two giveaway drawings, besides looking for the hidden word up for the month of November, the second thing you can do is just be subscribed. We're on the road to 25,000 subscribers. And the other thing you can do is leave a comment in the comments below. Tell me what items get you the most excited each week. Was there anything here that you were going to run out and purchase? It helps me know what items you guys are looking out for. Or if there's an item you're like, Jake, I really hope that this script, I really hope that this lead becomes available, then I know, boom, this is going to be something that people want to see. That helps me in the comments below. But other than that, have a happy Tuesday, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.
Better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.